Hey guys, Hobo4Craft here, aka Mr.Hobo, and I'm hopped up on Advil and Mucinex. So hopefully I don't go into a coughing attack here, as we have Moon versus ReMinD on Turtle Rock. ReMinD spawning on the bottom right position on Turtle Rock as the red Night Elf, and we have Moon spawning top right as Night Elf as well. So we are going to have a mirror, and we see that ReMinD is actually opting to go Ancient of War creep, while Moon, you can see here, he actually went Altar, but no Ancient of War, so we are most likely going to see Huntresses from him, and I do expect a Priestess of the Moon, which do complement Huntresses very well, but it's anybody's guess right now. And both very good players, as you guys probably know, very well-known people, and people, Warcraft 3 players, but yes, they are people as well. So let's see, let's see what we get here from, we're going to see a Demon Hunter, so pretty standard there, and we are going to see a Priestess of the Moon from Moon, but in my experience of watching Moon, he actually is kind of on the preference side of going Huntresses with Priestess of the Moon against another Night Elf, so not too big of a surprise, I guess. And we're gonna see this Ancient of War creep go down pretty soon here, as soon as this Archer finishes, and I do expect Moon to harass. You can see with his Priest of the Moon, you can see he did kind of scout early here with his Wisps. He got it out much earlier than ReMinD got his out, and he's gonna see this creep go down right here, and hopefully for him, he can get over there in time to pick off or steal some creeps or maybe an item, and we're gonna see an Ancient of War and a Hunter's Hall go down. We could see another Ancient of War go down here. It's gonna be a Moonwell first, but yeah, like I said, another Ancient of War would block this off and would create a very heavy push with Huntresses. And this creep is just gonna go down completely before Moon. I can't even think about going there. It looks like he might be going to the shop here, probably to get boots, which is a smart idea. But he's just going to pass that up right here, and he's going to go back. Maybe he was looking for something here, maybe, I don't know. And we're actually going to see an Ancient of War harass go down in Moon's base. ReMinD did place an Ancient of War in the back of his base, and if that goes up, it's going to do a lot of damage and waste a lot of Moon's time if he has to get rid of it. You can see right now, he already has to uproot his Ancient of War just so he can deal with this. That means he can't produce any hunches, and this Moonwell might go down, but Moon does get 3 wisps on it, and he actually has to use his Moonwell juices just so he can heal these wisps so they don't go down. So very good harass so far, and 1 wisp does go down, and this Ancient of War taking a lot of damage, and this Moonwell very well might go down. ReMinD does cancel, and we're going to see this Archer take a lot of damage. If this Moonwell goes down, it's going to set Moon back so much, and he's going to be just so far behind, but he is microing his Wisp well enough, and we might see another go down, and it does. He does not detonate in time. Try to go over to this Moonwell, I do believe, and it looks like this Moonwell is going to be safe for now. It is on fire, though, poor little Moonwell. And you can see he actually did put down another Ancient of War. Pretty lucky for him. Well, not lucky, but good for him, because while he had this other one uprooted, at least he could pump units out of here. And ReMinD actually taking a lot of damage on his Demon Hunter. I guess that's okay, because his opponent already has used so much of his Moonwells, so he will use it as well. But he did dish out a lot of damage as far as Wisps go. But we're going to see a third Moonwell go down for 40 food supply, and that's going to be a pretty heavy push with Huntresses, if he could get that up in time. And let's see, we're going to see the Demon Hunter go over to the shop here. And wow, if you guys really think about it, that was a really successful harass. Normally by now, Moon would probably have 4 or 5 hunts, but now he only has 1. And he used a bunch of his Moonwell, so if he gets pushed back to his base, he'll have hardly anything to rely off of. And these archers are going to hide while Moon does find him attempting to creep. And luckily, Moon does not have dust, but looks like ReMinD does have dust here, and we could see this Priestess of the Moon take a lot of damage, and she just runs away. Moon probably saw, if you just click on your opponent's hero, you can see their inventory. So, excuse me here, I'm a little stuffy, it probably sounds gross. but we see about 3 Huntresses out here right now, and you'll normally see that pros are pretty. I'll talk about it later, and we're gonna see ReMinD get that creep, and he's gonna back away. But oh, we could see a surround go down on one of these heroes. Nice hide micro by ReMinD right here, letting that archer live to fight another day. But like I was saying, back up here, professional Warcraft 3 players, you'll probably tend to notice that they're very offensive when they're creeping. And what I mean by that is we could see a hero come out of this tavern for Moon. But they're very offensive when they're creeping. And what I mean by that is that even though they just recently encountered their opponent, or they know they're around close to them, they will still creep, confident in their micro that they will be able to be successful anyway, which is pretty important. And we actually do see a Dark Ranger of all heroes, expecting maybe a Naga just because that's so common in Mirror. But wow, Dark Ranger, we could maybe see Silence for it. We see actually Dark Arrow, but I don't know why Moon would want Dark Arrow, seeing as how you could just detonate all those skeleton warriors with Wisp. So interesting choice to say the least. Well, Moon's the professional here, so I'm just gonna leave him do his work. But one thing about this Dark Minions is that they do allow a lot of tanking to go down. They do take a lot of the damage from creeps, so that's a plus side. Dark Ranger is a very good creeper, and once she gets all these darker minions, especially when they're level 2, they really get rolling. And we're going to see that both players are just creeping up right now. And you can see how Moon does have the unit advantage. However, with ReMinD's like better micro and better map control, he has been able to just ward off and put in Moon's mind that he cannot win the game right now. And we're going to see that these first Troll Trappers are dishing out a lot of damage. This Demon Hunter is going to be fine. Microed back very well. And this Ancient of War actually coming up, it's probably going to take down this creep in the near future, but it's waddling its way over there pretty slowly. And I've just been noticing this whole time these observers have been speaking some kind of language. It doesn't look familiar to me whatsoever. But then again, I only took Spanish, so what do I know? And kind of weird for Night of Mirror. Both players have relatively low hero levels, but I guess that could be because of the early encounter we had at Moon's base. So that would deal with it. And we're actually gonna see freaking fairy dragons from Moon here, which I guess do counter Dryads pretty well because of their piercing damage. I don't know about bears though, but looks like ReMinD might have already had some kind of sense about this because he's going Hippogriff Riders, and those are pretty hard counter. But the thing about fairy dragons is that they're a dodge ability. Oh, we do see a Tome of Experience, which will give Priestess Moon level 3. Nice drop right there. And we're going to see them harass, but the thing about them is that they have that certain dodge ability, I can't remember the name just right now, where they blink out of existence for like 2 seconds and then pop back, and they have that pretty little glitter around them, which makes them pretty hard to kill. It makes you have to micro really hard to keep focusing them.